Welcome back to Seagram's 100 Pipers Music CDs presents India's Prime Icon, powered by Samsung Galaxy Note 2. This is the show where India chooses its true legends. Bold, fearless, no-nonsense, triumphant technocrat, Narendra Modi has many epithets attached to his name, and not without reason. Gujarat's $85 billion economy has thrived without the help of fertile farmlands and natural resources, and this is largely a result of meticulous planning by Modi.
He is certainly one of the best chief ministers that we have today. You ask the people of Gujarat, I think they talk about it.
He's the mastermind, the soul behind making the state a global hub for commerce. He cut out red tapeism, he promoted non-unionized labor, and he made Gujarat the honeycomb for industrialist bees.
जो गुजरात में डेवलपमेंटल एक्टिविटी तेजी से बढ़ी है, उसका एक रीजन ये है कि बहुत स्टेबल सरकार है और डायनामिक लीडरशिप है।
मोदी साहब ने जो पॉलिसीज रखी थी वो इतनी ज्यादा क्लियर रखी थी और जो उन्होंने प्रॉमिस किया था वो वक्त से पहले किया। He's very pro industry, तो it's very comfortable doing business here.
पैसा जो है वो कोई भी इन्वेस्टमेंट करेगा सुरक्षित होगा। उसका नतीजा ये हुआ, उन्होंने एक ऐसा माहौल बनाया और जो ये माहौल बनाया सिंगल विंडो सिस्टम हो गया। आप आओ, ये करो, पैसे लगाओ और आप जो है वो गुजरात में डेवलपमेंटल एक्टिविटी करो।
The spirit of entrepreneurship and business right high in the state of Gujarat, from chemicals to dyes, from diamonds to dairy, Gujarat has been racing ahead of other states in terms of industry and progress. Modi has a ferocious appetite for growth, and this reflects in every single sector. In 10 years, Gujarat's auto industry has grown from one modest plant to an expected capacity of 700,000 cars in 2014, including billion-dollar investments.
India needs a person in today's time who is not only politically motivated, who keeps the interest of people in their mind, who talks about the development of the country.
For an economy to thrive, for poverty to be wiped out, for infrastructure to be solid, there's one basic requirement, and that is education. Modi made primary school education his priority.
Any kind of progress in the state, Gujarat over a period of time by various magazines, various analysis and various polling have called Gujarat the #1 state.
In an interview with the Wall Street Journal, he says, every year in June, when it's 44 degrees Celsius, I personally go to these rural areas where there's minimum education. I stay for 3 days and we go from house to house to say that all the girls should go to school. Then for another 2 to 3 days in October, we go to assess the quality of education. I go myself to primary schools in villages. We ask the kids, can you read? Can you write? We involve the teachers also.
नीचे तक के लोगों में शिक्षा के प्रति जागरूकता भी हो और लोग जो है वो कोई उससे अछूता न रहे, उसका उन्होंने एक बहुत बड़ा रेवोल्यूशन, एक बहुत बड़ा कैंपेन चलाया, जोर दिया मेन स्ट्रीम एजुकेशन पे।
Perhaps Modi's greatest achievement is the ability to connect with the poorest of the poor at one moment and then rub shoulders with the richest of the rich in the next.
आज शिलान्यास कोई एक सोलार पार्क નો નથી, आज शिलान्यास આવતી કાલના હિન્દુસ્તાનના ભાગ્યોદયનો शिलान्यास।
सोलर पार्क है, उसमें एक सोलर प्रोजेक्ट शुरू किया है जो कि ऑलरेडी शुरू हो चुका है। जब ये प्रोजेक्ट के बारे में हमने पढ़ा तो हमको लगा कि हमें करना चाहिए।
The biggest myth of democracy is that you must be accepted by the masses.
દૂધમાં કાપ આવી જતો તો આ સતત મહેનત કરવાનું પરિણામ એવું આવ્યું છે 170 જેટલા રોગચાળા એવા હતા કે જે આ સતત કાળજી રાખવાના કારણે ગુજરાતમાંથી નેસ્ત નાબૂદ થઈ ગયા। 170 જેવા રોગચાળા આજે પશુને કોઈ રોગ લાગુ નથી।
One of the finest orators we have. Put him in front of a crowd, his timing, his gestures, the way he conducts his public speeches.
वक्त के थपेड़ों ने, समय ने उनको एक अच्छा वक्ता बना दिया और इतना इफेक्टिव और इतना अच्छा वक्ता कोई गॉड गिफ्टेड नहीं था, ये मोदी गिफ्टेड है उनकी ओरिटी।
Because he is a Virgo ruler is number 5 Mercury, which is the planet of communication. which makes him such a good or great communicator.
Oratory is a conduit that he uses to inspire. Decision-making is an effective mechanism that he employs to deliver. When you blend both these, you've got a winner which is iconic in your hands.
His power lies in progress. His vision lies ahead.
He's got a great manager's mind, a great leader's mind, and has a vision, and is an action person. So which is definitely commendable, definitely something one should respect.
He can emasculate weak leaders with his decisiveness, and he can write off incompetence with his steely gaze.
If anybody who can be called a successful CEO of a state, then it is Mr. Modi.
There are a lot of people wanting him to be in the center, to be India's Prime Minister. Will it happen? I don't know. We've never predicted a Prime Minister other than Nehru in our country. So we'll wait for that surprise to unfold.
I don't carry the burden of the past or the madness of the future. I live in the present. My present is my Gujarat. The 60 million people of this state, the villages, the poor farmers, the children, to change their destiny. I can't think beyond that. These are the words of one of the most controversial politicians of our time. A man who has transcended the burden of his past and reached into the belly of the future, whose political rhetoric has resounded through the length and breadth of the state. A man who has often enough been eyed as a possible candidate to lead the country as Prime Minister. He's the Chief Minister of Gujarat, Narendra Modi.
है समय नदी की बाढ़ के अक्सर सब बह जाया करते हैं। है समय बड़ा तूफान प्रबल पर्वत भी झुक जाया करते हैं। अक्सर दुनिया के लोग समय में चक्कर खाया करते हैं, लेकिन कुछ मोदी साहब जैसे भी होते हैं जो इतिहास बनाया करते हैं।
Welcome to Seagram's 100 Pipers Music Series presents India's Prime Icon, powered by Samsung Galaxy Note 2, the show where India chooses its true legends. And today we continue exploring the different dimensions of Narendra Modi's persona. Despite what his detractors have to say, Narendra Modi has engineered an economic and an industrial revolution in the past decade.
मोदी कोई बहुत बड़े जो है वो अर्थशास्त्र के शास्त्री नहीं है, उसके बावजूद भी आप जो फॉरेन इन्वेस्टमेंट है वो गुजरात में आ रहा है। उसके बावजूद भी पाइपलाइन गैस का जो प्रोसेस है उन्होंने पूरे इस वक्त जो है वो लगभग 25% जो है घरों तक पहुंचा दिया। उसके बावजूद भी रोड है, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर है और भी चीजें हैं वो तेजी के साथ बढ़ी। इसलिए जो गुजरात में डेवलपमेंटल एक्टिविटी तेजी से बढ़ी है उसका एक रीजन ये है कि बहुत स्टेबल सरकार है और डायनामिक लीडरशिप है।
Gujarat is not only a hub for petrochemicals, for pharmaceuticals, automobiles, diamonds, also engineering. It also boasts of Asia's biggest solar energy park.
Using the solar panels to cover the entire water canal network, where you save water evaporation and at the same time you generate power and you're not taking farmers' land. So as a comprehensive policy, it's absolutely brilliant. If we can make things like this that he visualizes, if we can make them actually work, and he's doing it, he will be, a great success story that India would be proud of.
SIRs in Gujarat will be the building blocks of global Gujarat.
Modi follows the sure-shot formula for his vote banks. Development, development, more development. And one area which has reaped the benefits of his vision is tourism. It was a coup of sorts to get Amitabh Bachchan as the brand ambassador for the state. And in the Khushbu Gujarat campaign, the Big B's baritone reminds us of the beauty of Gujarat heartland.
It's a beautiful campaign. It's very aesthetically shot. and I think that it will eventually garner large numbers for Gujarat tourism, because there has been quite some tremendous growth in Gujarat tourism.
From the stunning run of Kutch to the deep forests of Gir to the hills of Saputara. And as expected, that campaign was an astounding success, with nearly 2 crore tourists visiting the state in 2012.
रिमोट एरियाज में जहाँ पर कि रणथंभौर और तमाम जगहों पे लोग जाते नहीं थे, उन तमाम एरियाज में तमाम विदेशी लोग, तमाम बाहर के लोग आते हैं, आकर के टूरिज्म के हिस्सा पार्ट बनते हैं, और वो सरकार ने उसको प्रमोट भी किया, और प्रमोट करने के साथ साथ सरकार ने लोगों में ये विश्वास दिलाया कि आप यहाँ आएंगे तो आपको आना वर्थ होगा।
आप सब देख सकते हैं कि जो प्रोग्रेस हुई है गुजरात में बहुत अच्छी हुई है। डैड गुजरात के टूरिज्म एम्बेसडर भी हैं, और उन्होंने मुझसे कहा था कि यहाँ का जो टूरिज्म है वो बहुत बढ़ गया है, तो जो भी इस देश के हित में काम करेगा तो हम उन्हें ही सपोर्ट करेंगे।
Clearly, Modi is leaving no stone unturned to make sure that Gujarat is not only attractive to tourists but to filmmakers as well. He's been fervently wooing Bollywood, and suddenly Gujarat has become the new haven for directors. Tigmanchu Dhulia's sequel to Sahib Biwi or Gangster, Sunny Deol's Ghayal returns, and Arbaz Khan's Dabang 2 are all being shot there.
A state with a vision like Gujarat gives the film industry a lot more opportunity, a lot more benefits, and treats it like an industry that actually provides so much revenue and so many jobs. Then maybe that the focus will shift to Gujarat.
Modi's taken all the right steps to make sure they're all kept happy. Unlike other states, the Gujarat government doesn't collect charges for police protection or infrastructure, and all permissions are provided at one place. And it's not just film directors who are eyeing Gujarat. Filmmaker Sanjay Gupta is contemplating opening a film studio there, and music director and singer Himesh Reshamya is in talks for opening music schools. If entertainment is a buzzword for profits, entertainment parks definitely seem to have caught the fancy of film stars like Preeti Zinta, Arbaz Khan and Vivek Oberoi, who've all approached Modi with investment proposals. And that's not all. Sanjay Dutt wants to build a film city, and Sunil Shetty wants to organize water sports in the Sabarmati River.
सेफेस्ट जो है वो स्टेट हर पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से गुजरात दिख रही है, इसलिए गुजरात में लोग जा रहे हैं, गुजरात में जा करके शूट्स भी कर रहे हैं, अपने सेंटर्स भी बना रहे हैं और भी एक्टिविटीज़ कर रहे हैं। मुझे लगता है कि उसका एक ही रीज़न है कि एक अच्छी सरकार, एक अच्छी लीडरशिप और एक अच्छा जो है एटमॉस्फेयर।
The Sabarmati riverfront has been a pet project of Modi's. Ever since he took over as Chief Minister in 2001, he's been innovating and transforming the riverfront into a focal spot for leisure and recreation. It was in the spotlight when it was home to the International Kite Festival this year. And there are ambitious plans for maximizing service on the river that include floating restaurants, amphibious buses.
जंगल में मंगल करना अगर मोदी साहब की खासियत है ये, और वो चीज़ें जो चीज़ें की लगती थी कि यहाँ तो कुछ हो ही नहीं सकता, बिल्कुल बेकार चीज़ है, उसको भी उन्होंने सजा बना करके लोगों के अट्रैक्शन का सेंटर भी बनाया और उसको भी जो चीज़ बेकार लगती थी उसको उपयोगी बना दिया। ये बड़ी बात है।
We'll talk more about Modi and his innovations when we return after a very short break. Do stay with us.
Not only does it make him reach out to a lot of people and connect one-to-one with them on social medias, they get to know Mr. Modi for who he is.